Anatolia, the realm of tales, the homeland of women. It has been the same since the time of goddess Cybele and Artemis. Like a pomegranate hitting the floor and its seeds scattering, the antique cities spread throughout Anatolia are proof of this, because each of them is a city of goddess, a city of woman. Anatolia has sustained this characteristic since the times of mythology. It is the woman who has besieged Anatolia, from the seas to the mountains, from the mountains to the forests. If the seas and forests are what encircle Anatolia, it is the woman who makes this country home, giving it identity. How women, especially in forest villages, can redeem life is easily discernible. One cannot help admiring their creative talents, power, and superiority while living in destitution. The lives of about 8.5 million people living in 18,163 forest villages in Turkey today depend to a certain extent on the fate of forests. Because these people, living in and adjacently to forests, live off forests, trees, their wood and non-wood products. These forest villages, many of them at an altitude of 900 to 1,500 meters, have a rugged terrain. The land carved out of forests is arid. It is unfortunate that there is no economic animal husbandry in villages. Pressure on forests is still continuing, as can be understood from the fact that the consumption of firewood alone reaches 13 tons per house. 1/3 of this is used in baking bread, cooking food, and heating water to do the washing. Even if modern laundress working by solar energy were to be introduced, each woman resembles from this angle a mobile hearth. The hearth, whose flame is always fed by firewood, is a primitive model having no heat control and insulation. The roles assumed by women because of a close relationship with the forest on the one hand and the seasonal intense immigration of male labor force on the other set women apart from the rest of the crowd in forest villages. The thing is that women are still recognized in Anatolia for the household chores and are perceived in the rural areas as a female in the first place. However, when the chores women do in and outside the home are examined, the resistance shown by them arouses bewilderment. Although it is believed that jobs involving risk, mechanical skill, and physical power are done by men, and those requiring intense labor, patience, and a long space of time by women, women have to cope with the extra burden of doing many things related to the other gender. When men fail to return home from their seasonal work. However, men never take on the chores women have always volunteered to do. Women's participation in the process of decision-making is unfortunately either scarce or non-existent. It is through their husbands that women learn of the decisions concerning their villages, including work related to forests and forest workmanship. However, forests and women constitute an integral whole, both being productive and both endowed with the quality of maintaining life. Women face gender-related discrimination in terms of wages when working in a forest, but nevertheless, they resign themselves to do the most trying of jobs side by side with men. Moreover, women also take on an important role in the family in doing much of the productive work carried out after the tree has been felled, like peeling, pruning, and trawling manually and by animal. In fact, setting up terraces, planting saplings, hoeing the soil are jobs materialized with the efforts of women in particular. The thing is that women do not complain of this. On the contrary, women are observed to be happy doing forest-related work and getting a few extra pennies. To advance toward an independent identity makes them happy. When men leave the village for a seasonal job, women, feeling free and independent, put forth their identity and assert themselves. The quality of life rises with the skilled hands of women. Here are the nurseries flourishing with the concerted efforts of women. Just like women make homes while men make houses, women's all-embracing love paints mountaintops green in an exemplary afforestation. The small number of girl students in forestry faculties, despite an increase in recent years, hence the lack of interest on the part of women in forestry, is a subject which warrants a lot of thinking. Some forest village women stand guard along with their men, keeping everything under scrutiny from the fire-watching tower, eager to safeguard forests with love and in good faith. Women mean love from head to toe. Women are unsparing and selfless efforts. It is only through women's efforts and work that society can advance and the country can be crowned with afforestation. Every stitch, every knot remind us of their voice and eye-straining efforts. Women will save forests. Women will save forests. Women will save forests. This is why Anatolia is a country of women and a realm of forests.